I didn't even like make it a real frame. I literally just made a rectangle.
I just want to make it out of square brackets. How much? That'd be really dumb.
You just bolt that together.
Yeah.
I made mine out of, let's see, where was it? It was some pretty thin stuff.
Yeah, trying to make picture frames.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's Childish Gambino.
What's up?
This is Levi.
Hey.
We made wrestling videos with him in like 4th grade.
5th grade, I think.
5th grade.
Because I remember coming in and Miss Taylor had the names on the desks.
Ooh.
And it said Michael Vu, and I was like, that dude's on my soccer team. And my mom was like, he's on your soccer team.
This is gonna be a great day. I didn't know you had a cat though. Is this Garfield?
No. He's a little slimmer. And he's old.
Is Evan home?
Get the hell out of the way. Yeah, he's home.
We're gonna be making like a picture frame with some
Steel.
carbon steel. And then if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go to like Walmart and then make fun of Levi for being the worst welder I've ever met in my life.
Probably worst teacher, maybe.
I'm gonna have a hand cut off and there's no saw.
There is a grinder. Okay, so mom doesn't know about this.
It's gonna work, right?
Yeah.
The screen?
Yeah.
So, are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Yeah.
So me and Chris don't really talk anymore.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is Chad Stevens?
Your mom? That American flag is so loud.
Fuck it.
Yeet?
We need like a giant don't tread on me and like
Step on snake.
yeah.
This is a drive roll, and here's another drive roll. And when you pull the trigger, it'll pull the wire through, and that's how it feeds out.
Okay.
And then once you pull the trigger, also the gas will come out of the bottle, and that's how the weld gets shielded.
So pretty much like welding, you have to like use the wire because it gets used up pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
So eventually you'll run out.
Okay.
And you'll have to go
Yeah.
get more. You can weld with no filler, but that's a totally different process.
Yeah.
And then our positive is the MIG gun. So when we pull the trigger, I'm not going to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But when we pull the trigger, the voltage will go through the gun, through the table, through the ground, and back to the welder.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. So we can get a test plate. I don't even have my long sleeves on.
You can wear my hoodie.
I have my certification.
Dude, at the end of welding, we built a table just for fun.
Really?
And I was up on another table building this table, wearing a cutoff.
Oh.
And the vice president of VU came in, and I was up there welding in short sleeves. And on my friend's helmet, it said like Lincoln Electric slut or something like that. And he was like, "Hey guys, what's up? You building the table?" We were like, "Yeah." He was like, "That's cool." He just walked away. The next day, I was so sunburned, I was like peeling.
Oh,
my
what?
arms. Yeah. It sounds good.
Just kidding.
You're far.
That's amazing.
What up? What up? Streetwear. Hey, are you a freestyle or what?
What's your Snapchat?
I'm dead.
Say you're welding this to this, okay? And this is the cross section of that. You would want to put your first bead half on the top and half on the bottom, and that's number one.
Okay.
And then as you make more layers, you add one more bead. So that's bead number 2 and bead number 3. And then for the third layer, you would have 3 beads. So you would have 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you just keep going, yeah, for as strong as it needs to be. The more beads, the stronger it's going to be.
But it takes longer, obviously. Every
Right.
layer you go.
It takes longer, and the joint will get hotter. So sometimes you'll have to pause, because if you get your material too hot, it can soften.
Okay.
and get weaker. So
That's cool.
yeah, so that's that. They call it stacking by half because
Oh.
because if you look at like bead number 2 here, it's stacked half on the plate and half on the bead, and then 3
Okay.
is half on the bead and half
And
on
then
the
3
plate.
is 1.5 of it.
Right.
Well,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and you just add one more
Okay.
bead for every layer. So
And then when you add the bead, do you stop after each one, or do you just reform it like one after another, pretty much? Unless it gets too hot.
yeah, you can just go,
Okay.
go. You don't have to stop or anything because by the time you get to the end of it, it'll all be solid. You know, like right after I did this, it was solid.
Okay.
So, yeah,
That's
you
really
don't have
cool.
to. Like a plate. Well, it was actually 2 plates, and then there was a gap between them. You weld up the gap, and then if it's good, you cut these strips out and bend them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if they bend into a U and there's no holes in them, then it's strong.
So you passed?
Yeah, I passed. And
How many tries
I'm
did it take you?
certified. Probably a few.
Really? Is it that difficult to do it like that?
it's real hard.
You made it sound really simple, that's why. I was just like, oh, I could do that.
He talks in a language that I don't understand, but I just nod my head in agreement. Like, yeah, change the TIG. And
Coming
like,
from you that doesn't,
like-
that said, oh, exponentially is a vocab word.
Exponential.
Listen, I got a C in English, alright? I'm average.
Dude, I got a 2 on AP laying.
Oh my god.
You got a 2 on what?
AP laying.
Oh wow.
I did not know how to write or read. Like,
Is English your first language?
this runs out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this white stuff is called flux, and then once the metal around it melts onto the plate, this melts as well, and it creates a slag coating. And
Okay.
instead of gas, that's how the weld is protected.
All right.
So
Cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Right now I'm set at 95 amps, which should be hot enough. A trick is, this is a 1/8 electrode, and 1/8 is 0.125.
Okay.
So you can set your amperage right at 125, but that's pretty hot, so I'm gonna turn it down to like 95, and that should be enough. All right. Try it out.
Oops.
Is that incense?
These electrodes are actually pretty crap.
Yo, why does it smell like skunk?
So you can see this is just like a blob right now, but you can chip it, and that's what the weld looks like underneath. It's actually garbage. So we're gonna try it again.
Do you ever do it like that?
What?
Do you do it like that often or not really?
I did at the last place.
Okay.
But not the new place.
Got it.